Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Thank you for being with me again. Honestly, I really do appreciate it. Always blows my mind when I watch the video view numbers go up as to how many of you are actually watching them now. So thank you very much for that. It makes doing this 4 days a week and traveling around and being in hotels on my own quite a lot of the time all worth it. So it's all down to you. So thank you. So in Herefordshire, in the Cathedral City of Hereford. So as you don't know, it's on the banks of the River Wye. It's known as the Wye Valley, and therefore Wye Valley Brewery have their home here, their tap room. I'm going to visit later on. Very much looking forward to it. HBA and Butty Baggers are there everywhere around the Black Country and the West Midlands. Both great beers, but I've drunk so much of those now that I'm kind of bored of them every day. So what I would like to do, hopefully today, is find a load of other wonderful Wye Valley beers that I can tick off on Untapped, and a load of other great beers. It's going to be a long day. I'm here for the duration, and I'm starting on the outskirts of Hereford like I do everywhere we go, and I'm starting with a pub that's named after my dad, God rest his soul, my dad's old favourite Saturday afternoon programme, which was of course presented by Des Lynam, and it was called Grandstand. So you don't know what Grandstand was because you're not as old as me. It was a sports show that played on Saturday afternoons and probably some other times as well. Got you all the sporting results and sporting highlights from all around the country. So yeah, that was my dad's favourite Saturday afternoon watch, that was. So I thought, you know what, let's start it. It is a Green King Hungry Horse brand, but you know what, we're on the outskirts. Can't check into me, it's just gone 1 o'clock. Can't check into my hotel for at least another couple of hours. So we'll get some outskirtsy ones done before we get into the city centre. So pub number 1, Grandstand. Hungry Horse, so you know exactly what you're getting before you go in with these. So the beer lineup is the same as it always is. It's Green King IPA and Abbott. As you see, yeah, Abbott and Green King IPA, as you'd expect. Several of the Thatchers, and it is a Hungry Horse. So it looks like all of the other Hungry Horses. Massive great dining space that's already busy by just gone 1 o'clock, which you'd expect to have. TV screens, things like that. There's a pool table up on this side. So yeah, exactly like you would expect a Hungry Horse to look. Pub number 1 in the bag. The next one along, like a 2-minute drive. Country is there, country can be for an hour and a half, so I might as well get some of these outskirtsy ones done while I've got the car. It's called the Monument, and it's another Green King. And I'm hoping this isn't a sign of things to come with oversaturation of just 1 or 2 pub companies having loads in the area. I'm hoping it's just a couple, and we'll move on. So there's nothing wrong with them, but I want to get a bit of variety in today because there's only so many Green King pubs I can show you in there. But anyway, it's this. And it does look to be pretty busy, judging by the car park and stuff already. Looks to be pretty busy. So, Green King pub number 2, and pub number 2 is the Monument, and it's up here on the outskirts of Hereford. Mega friendly place. I assume that's the manager or the landlord I was just talking to. He's a lovely chap. They've got Icebreaker in here, so that's my second beer. I went with a half a Thatcher's Haze in the first one. Butty Back we will see a lot of today, being Wye Valley's brewery. I said that's just to be expected, but yeah, massively busy with diners. Pretty standard looking Green King. It's not quite a Hungry Horse, a little bit smarter looking perhaps than a Hungry Horse. Massive great screen for watching the football and things, and that's pub 2. That's a miss one called the Britannia, because that doesn't open until 3, so I'm not hanging around for an hour and a half to get that one to open, which brings my next stop then, which is called the Plough. And that's a very nice looking building, clearly an old pub, and I love those that stone entrance to the doorway. Aesthetically very nice. Got one on this side as well. Lovely old doors and stuff on it. Smoke room, I love I love these things in the windows, like smoke room and bar and stuff on them. So this is going to be stop number 3 of a rainy day in Hereford. Yeah, I really like this. So this is the Star Pub's Heineken one. Second I walked in, saw the beer lineup, I knew exactly what it was. Connor behind the bar, he's a lovely lad. Very chatty, very happy to give me some recommendations for the day, which I'm always grateful for, because yeah, it's always nice to hear what the locals think you should do. It's a really nicely presented pub, this. So that brings up 1 for Butty Back and 1 for HPA so far today. St Austell Tribute is another good beer as well. So as I said, it is a Star Pubs, which you can tell. This is Connor. He's a good lad. He's a good lad.
The best pub.
Have you worked here long?
Yeah, about 6 months.
6 months. Loving it.
I'm loving it. Like, the staff are amazing. Boss is great. It's a great place to work.
You don't have to butter your boss up on my video, but I get it. Yeah, lovely looking pub. This absolutely fantastic little place. Heineken do have some wonderful establishments and things, and I love the windows. I love it. Great pub number 3 of the day. Absolutely love the Plough. Connor's a great lad. It's a lovely looking pub. Menu looks great. couple of good beers on. Yeah, can't quibble at the plough at all. So walking down that same road brings you to the top of where the city centre starts, I would assume. And my next stop is going to be the Horse and Groom, which is just here. Big screen sports, it says. White fronted boozer, and it's stop 4 of the day. Yeah, it's a friendly enough little place. It's split into 2 sides, so I've come to sit on my own in the public bar, so I can film a few people having an in-depth chat on the other side. So I figured it'd be best in here. No ales on, but reasonable meat. I think this is the Star Pub's Heineken one. Looking at what's on: Arlings, Guinness, Stowford, Madry, John Smith's doing by Heineken, Hayes, Paul Taylor stuff out here. So that's it. I've headed across the city with the car, so I can take in one more. My hotel's just down the road from here on the way back into the city centre, so I figured it's sensible to come and do this. Drop the car, get me walk on into the city centre, and go and have some munch at Beefy Boys, which I'm well looking forward to. I've heard so much about this burger place in Hereford. Local Hereford guys doing great things and winning awards all over the place. So very excited to go and eat at Beefy Boys very soon. But this one then is called the Rose and Crown, and it brings up my 3rd Green King in 5 pubs. So this is the road I've come up. My hotel is down that way. So we're going to check in there, drop the car off in a minute, but we will do this at stop number 5, Rose and Crown. Yeah, much for much. It's a little bit generic on what I've done already today with the other 2 Green Kings already as well. This one's no icebreaker, but level head on, so I've gone for that. I don't mind a level head. Again, that's level head, flint eye, and icebreaker are the kind of the 3 saving graces of Green Kings brewing at the moment. So I'm not adverse to any of them. Ales, Green King IPA, and Abbott, which, as we say all the time, isn't it? It's just lazy. But yeah, several of the lilies bits on. And a nice enough, decent bar, but that's the level head. So that's the one I've gone for. Yeah, and that is what it looks like in here. Right, hotel check-in time. This cost me about 53 quid, which I think is really good value. Easy check-in, checked in on my own, and I've got a fridge. Maybe I should get some beers to put in for later. Yeah, little double rooms called White Lodge Hotel, 53 quid. Got Wi-Fi, so I better make my laptop work, hopefully. But yeah, look at that. Little things like that excite me. They do. But, yeah. And I'm not sure how I'm going to fit in that, but I will try. 53 quid. You know what? I'm happy with this. Time to get on the walk into the city centre and hopefully stop off at a few on the way. There's at least one that I can do. It's called the Brewers Arms. 4-minute walk from my hotel, just down a side street, but it is in the direction of the city centre. And it's definitely open, which is always a bonus. Say up on a residentially type area, it's a scout building. Brewers Arms. So that is stop 6 of my day. Cars dropped off, hotels checked into. Let's crack on and see how many of these we can get through today. Brewers Arms up next. This one's a brilliant little find. This is definitely a little locals pub, set away from things. Honestly, you don't get little locals pubs are sometimes my absolute favourites. The welcome and things that you get in them is brilliant, and there's a great little selection. So I found my first different Wye Valley beer of the day as well. Comes up a keg, Avatar, and it is very, very nice actually. So it is a golden tropical brew. So I was looking forward to trying some different Wye Valley ones. Well, let's have a wander through to the other side, so I'm reliably informed there are other beers through in this side. They've only just opened as well, which is why they are mega quiet. Literally just opened as I came. So Rose's Pig Cloudy on there. But yeah, top people, top pub, really, really fun little place this, I can imagine. Very impressed. Brewers Arms. Brewers Arms is a great little pub. Right, I'm walking towards the city centre now. The Victory, I'm going to have to walk past because it doesn't open until 4. Say 20 to 4, and I'm getting rained on. So we're having to leave that, sadly, by the wayside. Maybe on my way back to the hotel later, I'll be able to catch it, but for now, we're heading this way into the city centre and hopefully out of the rain. Luckily, it isn't far to walk to the Barrels. Now this was probably one of the most shouted out ones on the Facebook post about me coming here. Everyone said the Barrels, you've got to go to the Barrels, you've got to go to the Barrels, you'll love the Barrels, blah, blah, blah. So you can probably tell I'm excited for it already. The Barrels is going to be stopped 7th of the day, and I can already see, but it once was called the Lamb Hotel. So, the former Lamb Hotel, great looking building, that's now known as the Barrels on the outskirts of the actual city centre part. Some absolutely stunning windows in this one. This, apparently, is Wye Valley Brewery's tap house, by the looks of things. So, excited beyond belief. Up next, maybe Wye Valley's Tap isn't quite the right way to describe it. It's Wye Valley's flagship pub. But what a selection there is. So, these are some. There are some here that I've never heard of. So I see Butty Back, I see HPA everywhere I go. So it's lovely to come in here. I see 1985 quite often and stuff as well. It's lovely to come in here and see so many amazing things on. So let me show you some of the beers. I've gone for 2 in here because why not, eh? Why not make the most of sticking a couple of new ones on Untapped and trying more of these bits that they've got. Do standard stuff that's not their own, but Wye Valley Bitter. So HPA, of course. I've gone for Nutcracker, which looks like that. So I'm looking forward to trying that in a minute. Butty, obviously. I've never tried their stout, Wholesome Stout. I was very tempted. I think I have had their Hop Father, which I very much enjoyed. Nightjar British Stout, we've had a lot of times, really like it. This is the other one I've gone for, Sin City in there. A beer that hits the jackpot. We'll say about that in a minute. But this is a belter of a place. So the brewery used to be on the outside out here apparently as well. So before it got too big to cope with being in a place like this, this was the home of Wye Valley Brewery. Obviously now it is massive and it has moved, but pool table and stuff up there, great space. So apparently, yeah, out here on the right hand side up there was where the original brewery and stuff for this place was. But yeah, it's quite a beautiful, incredible looking pub. And the beers, let's go and try the beers, shall we? Let's come back round and try these beers. Because let's try this Sin City first. Sin City. Beer that hits the jackpot. It certainly does. That's really good. That's really good. No sound of the Avatar that I had in the last one. Lovely to find different things. That Sin City, really good. And this one, Nutcracker, Winter Ale. Oh yeah, that hits the spot as well. Also very much worth checking out. Yeah, I love it in here. It's cold, it's wet, it's miserable, and now it's dark as well. But you know what's making up for it? The pubs of Hereford so far. Thus far I'm having an absolutely blinding day. I think it's a really good little city. It's a small city, you can walk across this in 10 minutes from either side really from the city centre, but thus far, yeah, I think it's a great little place. So before the rain gets any heavier, because it might get heavier later apparently, I thought it best to come round the outskirts again and I can just do the city centre a bit later where I can dive in, duck in from one pub to the next without getting too wet. I'm getting wet now, but Wetherspoons then. Round this looks like an old cinema building again to me. This one's called the King's Fee. We might as well tick it off, so it's stop number 8 of the day. The King's Fee. But yeah, I think you probably see what I mean by the fact that it looks like another old cinema building. So I've done so many of these old cinema buildings now. They're always very nicely decked out, very well played with Wetherspoons to rescue these places. So that is stop 8 of my day, the King's Fee. Yeah, if there was any doubt before about this being a former cinema, coming inside it will certainly quash all those doubts because this is 100% an old cinema building. It's very nice inside. Probably one of the nicest Wetherspoons carpets I've ever seen. It's very crystal maze. I absolutely love it. Well, look at that. What's not to like about that carpet? It's pretty cool, isn't it? But yeah, you see the aesthetics of it. It is definitely an old cinema type building. It's just nice. Right, I've gone for what's called Santifreeze. Yeah, I know. Christmas themed Burton Bridge Brewery beer. I've got some good guest ales on in there, so let's see what we think of Santifreeze. Isn't bad. I've had better, but you know, at this time of year, it's nice to be able to put on stuff that we've not had before, isn't it? And just try a few different things. So yeah, Santifreeze from Burton Bridge Brewery, not too bad. Wetherspoons, aesthetically very pleasing, great carpet. Once more into the breach, dear friends. And by the breach, I'm in the pouring rain. It's gross. However, it isn't far to walk to the next pub, like literally isn't far, it's next door. This one's a Hogarth's, so I've done a few Hogarths, probably 4 or 5 Hogarths thus far. It's Hogarth Gin Palace, as what they were originally launched as. They always tend to be alright. It's quite a nice building on this one, so I'm going to get out of the rain and get in a Hogarth. So the thing with Hogarth is because they're a chain, they are all very, very samey inside, like looks-wise, but they're always decked out nicely. I don't mind the Hogarth lot at all. A couple of ales on it. One of them's Doom Bar, so you can discount that. But yeah, one other, Ludlow Gold, which is what I've gone for. And yeah, it's a nice enough looking place, look. You can't really fault it, can you, for the aesthetic of what it looks like and stuff in here. They are a nice enough brand, Hogarth. I'm not averse to them at all. What I particularly like about this particular road, even though it's chucking it down, you don't have to walk very far to get to the next boozer. Come out the front door of Hogarth again, back into the rain, and again next door, independent sports bar called Doyle's. So that is stop 9. Got one of those funky looking things on the street, the lights that shine the name. Doyle Sports Bar is stop 9 of my day. Yeah, it's swanky little independent sports bar. I wonder what this used to be before it was an independent, because it's big, it's spacious, it's long. It's got some ales on. Wye Valley ales, obviously, which is but different ones. So I found Wye Valley Bitter. I haven't tried it yet, so Wye Valley Bitter is the one I've gone for in here. Honestly, these guys, that's a brewery, that's good. As a brewery, these guys are top notch. Decent tap selection though. Hazy Jane is on there, Asahi, Neck Oil. So 3 of the Wye Valley ones. And yeah, as you see, it's a big, spacious looking sports bar. Plenty of screens and stuff around as well. I like it. It's a good place, this. As a sports bar, the rest of it's pretty cool. Like, we've got quite a few dartboards set up and things like that. Pool tables, other machines. Things. Yeah, it's a pretty cool setup as a sports bar, to be honest. But yeah. That is Doyle's. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the wettest day out I've had in a while, so can't really knock it because I've done all right with the weather a lot of the time, but yeah, today it's kind of vile now. 10 pubs down, not eating yet today, so you know what, let's go and see the Beefy Boys. So I've walked up here onto this part. It's mega busy, it's 20 past 5, so traffic, obviously people coming home, a few decent boozers all around this bit by the looks of things. But yeah, I'm up for seeing what the fuss is about. If that many people tell me this is the place to eat in Hereford, these are the guys, gotta go and see them, haven't we? So there we are, the Beefy Boys. I'm looking forward to this, to be fair. So I know that's called the Wellingtons, we've got that. Yeah, the weather is really pretty gross. So let's get in here, the Beefy Boys. Beers, cocktails, stop 11 of the day so far, and I'm well excited for it. So this place is so busy already by 5:30 on a Thursday that I'm sat upstairs. Ordered myself a killer sounding burger. I'm very impressed by it. It looks phenomenal in here. Very much looking forward to this burger coming. I said I've heard so many good things about it. But yeah, it's a really cool place. I'm sat up here above where the magic is going on, but the upstairs bar is, well, the upstairs level is pretty cool anyway. But yeah, people are loads and loads of people all over the place. Good bar. Got myself a Camden Pale, and here you're just in time to see this arrive.
Hello.
Yeah, crack on with it.
Got your double thick OG, and
Double-
some pastrami fries.
Double thick OG and pastrami fries. They look amazing. I'm all good. Thank you, brother. Cheers. Wow. I mean, yeah, wow. Just look at that. That's something else, that. And pastrami fries. There we go. I don't even really know where to start with this. That tastes incredible. Like that's a 10 out of 10 burger any day of the week. Right, we've got to dive in as well and try these pastrami fries on this own. Oh my god, the pastrami. Look at that. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever been to a burger joint quite like this. It's killer. Whew, they were some burgers, I tell you. Right, look who's turned up. Rob's coming to meet me in Hereford. Right, so mini crisis averted. I managed to get moisture in my phone, and we nearly ended up with no phone to record anything else for the night. But I've dried it, and all seems good. So come out of Beefy Boys. Honestly, that's one of the best burgers I've ever had in my life. They are just absolutely incredible. Walk out the front door of there, and straight across the road is that in front of me, and we're going to cross the road because the lights are on red. That is called the Wellington. So that, I believe, I'm all discombobulated from nearly losing my phone to the rain. So I think this is stop 12, and it is indeed called the Wellington. Stop 12 on my day. This one is the sister pub to the Brewer's Arms that I did at stop 7 a while ago. This one's more town centre-y than that. That feels very sort of locally up on a housing estate, whereas this one is smack bang in the centre of the town. No ales on in here, but decent enough tap mix, and a big L-shaped pub. Plenty of space and things going on. So that is stop number 12. Right, I took a bit of a dicey walk across the main road, trying to navigate how you're supposed to get over here. I'm pretty much back at where I was a while ago at the Horse and Groom. For a couple of doors down, there's one called the Beer in Hand. Now, far be it for me to turn down something called the Beer in Hand, so even if I did have to fight across the dual carriageway, I'm going to get here. So that is number 13 of the day thus far, Beer in Hand. Yeah, I mean, the elements are pretty rough out there, but honestly, this was worth the walk. This is a proper craft beer place. Some really good breweries on show in here. Left-Handed Giant, I've gone for. A West Coast pal of theirs, which is absolutely fantastic. It's just a good little setup. Nice long narrow looking bar, modern vibe, modern feeling, but yeah, plenty of beer choices, whether it be on the keg or in the fridges. But there is definitely something in here that you will find no matter what. Even for those who don't drink, like this man here, Clear Head. They are a craft beer, alcohol-free craft beer. They think of everything. But yeah, good selection up there in the fridges. Occupy Vault, City Cans, Overtone, Yonder, Arbor. Yeah, some of my favourite breweries, all in the place. But yeah, it's busy, packed out as it should be. It deserves to be. And yeah, I'm very, very impressed by it. Rob, clever dick that he is, knew that there was a subway, so rather than fighting our way across the dual carriageway again, we just went under the subway, which was much easier. It has stopped raining for a few minutes, but I'm not counting any chickens yet because it's still freezing cold and the chances are it will still rain again. But on the way back into the sort of city centre bit again now from there. Well worth going up to that though, very glad you did. And the next one is another little beer house, and it's called Hereford Beer House. Quite aptly named, it's a beer house and it's in Hereford. So no prize for guessing where they got the name of that one. So Hereford Beer House is stop, I think it's 14. So I'm doing alright so far. Yeah, again, I absolutely love it. It's again another proper little craft beer house. And I've got a, hold on, let me read this, a red dipper. So that's a normal dipper, I've got a red dipper. 8% from Burnt Mill Brewery. It's called In the Trees. And you can taste the alcohol. It's pretty exceptional to be fair. But this is a wicked little craft beer one. Plenty of super offerings. So that's mine, number 4, Red Dipper In the Trees from Burnt Mill in Suffolk. Pales, sour, whatever you could want that. You can find it in here. And it's a cool little ambience, cool little looking place. There's a Delirium Brewery gift set down there. Yeah, I'm not carrying that around for tonight, but I've had all the Delirium beers and they're wonderful. Yeah, great little places. Another top little craft beer house. So I was, very impressed. Of course. Right, everybody said to me, don't miss the orange tree, you'll really like the orange tree. And now I've stood outside the orange tree, I totally understand what everybody said. Don't miss the orange tree, because you'll love the orange tree. Do you know why I'm going to love the orange tree? Keep you in suspense. It's a Black Country Ales pub. So this has got to be the most southerly Black Country Ales pub I have been to thus far. But, you know the old saying, I've never been in a bad Black Country Ales pub. And yeah, everybody said to me, don't miss the orange tree, you'll love it. Now I see why. Before we go in, it's blue plaque reading time. Right, so this was, at one time, St Nicholas Church and Rectory, the site of the medieval St Nicholas Church, which was demolished in 1841. And the orange tree was its rectory. I mean, personally, I can't think of a better use for a rectory than turning it into a pub. And that's what they've done. Let's go and see how good it is. So yeah, I absolutely love everything about it. So the sloping floors, the beams, everything in it is just, it's Black Country Ales personified through and through. But I said, I'm not really a Christmas lover, to be fair. I don't really like Christmas, but I've always said that there is no perfect Christmas tree decoration. That was until I came in here. Can you think of a better thing to decorate Christmas trees with than a bunch of old pump clips? Because I can't. Personally, I can't. And as expected, the beer line-up in here is second to none. What I was saying, I have gone with this Watcher Treacle. It's an oatmeal and treacle stout in front right, and it's very, very good. But yeah, look at this. Like, This is a stunner. It's a great little pub. Black Country Ales don't really miss with their pubs and their designs and their style, do they? So this is just another massive great tick in the win column for me from Black Country Ales. Love a Black Country Ales pub, mate. You sound well healthy, you do. Right. Love a Black Country Ales pub, mate. As you know, walk out the front door of that, walk 2 minutes down away from the city centre, and you will come to Hereford's oldest pub. And the wind is making the sign make those type noises, and I'm told this is definitely haunted. So Hereford, Hereford, massive old city, and this is one of the oldest buildings, and it's definitely the oldest pub. It's called the Black Lion. So yeah, it's called the Black Lion. It looks like that. So it's 50 yards from the River Wye. So Rob tells me. So if he's wrong, please shout at somebody else, not me. He guarantees that he's right, so I will go with him. So as you can see, but yeah, that sign that is flopping around, that's the one going. So haunted. You can hear it, can't you, on the video? Haunted pub, oldest one in Hereford. Black Lion, stopped 16 of the day. Okay, so let's talk about Hereford's oldest pub. 1550. This has stood since. 14 ghost stories. 14 different ghosts. Well, not just one. The most famous of which I'd heard about on Facebook is Alice. Little girl, chap went on the bar, he says to me that definitely 100% people have heard her in a corner over here giggling. I'm saying nothing. I don't like to tempt fate, I don't like to go with it, but this is an absolute stunner of a pub. Like an absolutely beautiful looking place. So, let's take you around. So, some beers on, a couple from 3 Tons. So I've gone with this Solstice, which I'd never actually tried before. But stone floors and bits and pieces like that, but yeah, the whole aesthetic of the place, the lovely old fireplace and stuff. The whole aesthetic of this place is absolutely lovely. Like, this is a beautiful place. But yeah, plenty of ghostly goings on apparently that several of the staff members or other people have experienced over the years, which yeah gives that it does have it has that old and eerie feel to it. But it's a gorgeous place, honestly. Like, this is Hereford's oldest pub. And if you've never been, you definitely should be coming down here and checking this out. Right, 2 minute walk up the road. Hurry. It's 9:15 now. I'll try and do at least 6 more. So I'm on 16. This one is the Stables. Beautiful old sort of pub. Well, it's an old stable building. That it's an old coaching in that. Most definitely where you would have parked the rested your horses for the night in that alleyway just there. So yeah, former coaching in, now called the Stables. So that is stop 17. Yeah, it's 100% an old coach. In fact, the number 45 stagecoach would have run up and down on this route many moons ago. There are 3 hand pull options on the bar, but all 3 pump clips turn round and run out. A piece will run out of a little bit, but the aesthetic in here is lovely. It is a really nice, it just feels like an old coaching inn, and I do love an old coaching inn. As you know, like they're some of my favourite pubs. Aesthetically, it is a pretty cool, nifty little place. Plenty of stuff on the tap, so yeah, nothing on the hand pulls for today. So that is stop 17. Straight at the Stables, turn left. It's less than a 30-second walk to another proper old school looking boozer called a Queen's Arms. Until a couple of days ago, I don't think I'd done a Queen's Arms. I'd done a lot of Queen's Heads, but I don't think I'd done a Queen's Arms a couple of days ago, and now this has been my second Queen's Arms in the space of a few days. Looks like a beautiful old boozer. I'm not entirely sure about the disco lights and the music coming from it, but as I always say, never judge a pub from the or whatever you think is going on inside until you get in. So Queen's Arms is stop 18. Proper old school pub, lovely beams, lovely looking gaff, kind of wide valley on the hand pulls. I'm not sure about this music, but it is busy, so it's obviously the right crowd for what it is. So good looking bar. Yeah, two from Wye Valley on. The beams and stuff I like the aesthetic. Lovely old pub. That walking through, so a minute to walk up the. Honestly, now this feels very like York that I'm stood at the moment. Some beautiful narrow streets and absolutely lovely looking little place. So there is one that's closed down, sadly, and that is the Grapes. But look at these narrow little. This is giving me like mini York vibes. I mean, it's quite beautiful. This mocha bar. That's obviously coffee. Yeah, look at that. What a beautiful little part of Hereford to be in. So, my next one is. You're following me. Are you following me? You're following me, I bet you. Right, next one then is the Lichfield Vaults. So we can't do the grapes, which is a shame because it looks very nice, but the Lichfield Vaults is well and truly a thriving boozer. So that, I think it's stop 18. I don't know, I've lost count. Lichfield Vaults. Right, another gorgeous old pub building with some lovely wood and bits and pieces like that in it. Lovely windows, lovely fireplace, lovely bits of wood. A few ales on, 4. A couple of them are Marston's ones though, Wainwright's and Reb James. Timmy Taylor's Landlord and Bass. I've gone for the Timmy Taylor's on recommendation. And a decent other bit. So have a wander through, so that's the rest of your options. Again, is it a Star Pubs? Because not many places have Heineken unless they're Star Pubs. I don't know. Marston's beers, Heineken beers. This one is a bit confused, and it's confusing me. But a nice looking boozer. Back in my lonesome. Nice of Rob to drop by and see me. I do enjoy it. Don't think I don't. I do enjoy it whenever people stop by to see me and hang out for a bit. It does say the monotony of talking to myself, or just you guys, because technically when other people see me talk to you guys, it just looks like I'm talking to myself. So I don't mind it. But Hereford's actually a really beautiful city. So I'm going to assume that that is the reason it's a city. Quite beautiful, right in the midst of the city centre. But it's just gone 10 o'clock. I'm hoping I can get a few more in yet. So we're going to go this way, see what we find. Okay, I was looking for the Golden Fleece, but it's shut already. Right in front of me. Golden Fleece. So a rethink coming. That was my my next port of call. Just gone 10 o'clock, and that's all in darkness. That's a shame. I'd heard good things about that. It really isn't far from there to get to Gordon Bennett's. This one's open until 3 a.m. I mean, I tend to pump in long before 3 a.m, but we might as well go and do Gordon Bennett's, aren't we? Gordon Bennett. I'm pretty sure that was an old slang term for, you know. Oh, damn. Gordon Bennett. Oh well. I really like it. So if it is up until 3 a.m, that's quite a coup for a Thursday night in Hereford. A bit of live music going on. They're really, really good and stuff as well. So they're playing up there. It's a nice looking gaff, to be fair. A few White Valley ales and stuff on. Great spirit selection. So yeah, HBA, butty as you'd expect, and bitter and stuff on. But yeah, it's actually quite the nice looking venue throughout. This is like that. Is quite the building, isn't it? So this is the dead centre, I suppose. So there's the spire or something. This is the dead centre of Hereford, the city centre. But look at that. I don't know what it is, apart from exquisite and exceptional. Honestly, that has got to be one of the most beautiful buildings still standing in this country, isn't it? I don't know how old it is, but it's pretty breathtakingly beautiful. So yeah, pretty incredible. To be fair, this as a city centre is very, very nice. Look at it. It's all lit up. Beautiful. Yeah. Church thing up there, the clock thing up there, clock tower, giving me Back to the Future type of vibe. Big building on the high street. Why not? Yeah, as a city centre, it's pretty special. So, 20 pubs down. I'm going to try and find anything else that I can get in that is open still. And we will see from there. So, yeah, look at that from that side as well. What a beautiful place. Okay, found one. I'm assuming I'm going the wrong way through the city now because I'm assuming Gordon Bennett's is the one that is just getting busy, and it's only going to get busier and busier and busier as time goes on. But far be it for me to go the right way through a city. I'm trying to get done what I can. And this, again, I'm glad I'm not missing this because it's pretty beautiful. The Imperial Inn, and again, yeah, look at that. Multiple stories, gorgeous white front with the old black beams and stuff on as well. So yeah, that one is definitely still open until 11, and it's only like 10:30. Let's go and do the Imperial at stop 21 of the day. Stonegate pub. Stonegate do buy some miraculously great looking buildings, they really do. I don't mind Stonegate pubs, I really don't. Yeah, five real ales. Some odd choices, but some local choices. So yeah, three Marston's Fuller's beers or whatever, and 2 from my mate. Odd choices for thing, but Fandango from White Valley is a particularly good one. I really do enjoy a Fandango. I enjoy White Valley as a general rule anyway, so it's nice to see that on. Yeah, big spacious place. See all the mixer branding, which shows me it's a Stonegate, and that is that. I'm pretty much back at where I ate earlier at Beefy Boys, and so I've kind of done like an up, down, round and round, wiggly, strange kind of way. But I'm finding stuff that's still open. My next stop then will be the Jam Factory, which I assume is a reference to jamming music, not the stuff you put on toast. So the Jam Factory is my 22nd stop of tonight. Oh, I really like it. Aesthetic, this place is wicked. It feels like a little cave. Long, narrow, but cool and funky, like stone floor. It just looks cool. Don't take my word for it, have a look though. So it's a cool looking vibe, isn't it? Like, yeah, it's a bit nice. Yeah, definitely a cool aesthetic. Cool feel to the place, cool vibe. I like it a lot. Well, we tried the Herdsman, which reckoned it was open until midnight, according to Google. But that was definitely closed, so we gave up with that one. And walked around, welcome to Hereford. It's not a police car, it's an ambulance. Gave up with that one. Wandered around. So we have one more that I know is definitely still open right in front of me called the Kerry. So we will do that. That'll be the final stop of the night. That'll take me to 22 or 23. I will count by the time I get back to the hotel room. But yeah, this is literally on my way back to the hotel anyway, so we might as well do this. So that is it. Clearly a late night venue, isn't it? Judging by the lights and the music coming. But see Hereford, By Street Gate, in the north-east corner of the medieval city. The event's still in front of Kerry Arms. The jail demolished 1798. So a little historic way to finish off Hereford for the night with Kerry. Yeah, it's one of those late night venues, isn't it? 2 AM, 7 nights a week. It's a bit much for anybody that. So I'm finishing my night off on a blue BK. Hey, I like a BK, don't judge me. Hereford's been banging, I really enjoyed it. Great little city, I would definitely come back. Can't wait to come back and do the rest. Have a look around. Kind of what you expect, isn't it? Like for dance floor. It's got one of those god-awful boxing machines. I absolutely hate those boxing machines. They are the worst thing for pubs ever, but yeah, that's it. So, thanks for watching. Honestly, really appreciate it. I'll see you in Stourport tomorrow. Can't say further than that. Hereford's been great. Loved it.